Hi everyone, Alchemist here. Today is a tarot reading, it's a pick-up pile reading, and it's about if you're aligned with your path. So I invite you to pick one of these two piles. It's two different tarot decks, whichever resonates with you. So take some time to pick the pile you want, or you can feel free to pause the video and pick the pile that resonates with you the most. But alignment. Before I move on with the reading, this is something that most people, most human beings struggle with, which is being aligned. You hear this word in the spiritual community, in the new age community, everyone is talking about alignment. But what is it really? Being aligned is just doing the things or experimenting with the things that makes you who you are. That's basically what being aligned is. Because a lot of people misunderstand it and think that if they're doing something at the moment, they're not aligned or it's not for them. True, maybe that thing is not for you, but it is taking you to the path that's gonna eventually make you who you are. So don't think that you're not aligned, but this reading is to help guide you to see if what you're doing right now is good for you or not. If it's gonna take you to where you're supposed to be or not. Because after all, in alchemy, the goal of alchemists is to know who they are, is to remember who they really are. This is the common purpose of human beings. If we want to think about a common purpose, the common purpose is for each human being to remember and to know who they really are. Know thyself. Let's move on with the reading. So I'm gonna start with the Hermetic deck tarot. I'm gonna leave this pile here for later. So the first card we have here is telling me that you're not necessarily aligned. I'm gonna pull two more cards here as a confirmation. So this is a big no. This is a very big no. This is a huge confirmation that you're not aligned if you picked this pile. We see that whatever you're doing, you're not really being the leader, you're not really dominating, you don't have any control over the path that you're doing. It could be either at your job, it could be at the things that you do in your daily life, it could be in your family, in your environment, with your friends. It almost feels like you're behind the scenes. It feels like you're always that one person that's always just in the back, and you don't have any control. And it's condescending. It's a condescending type of feeling. You don't feel like you're standing in your own power. You know you have a lot of potential. You know there's a lot of things that you can do that will make you shine, but you're not. You're not doing those things because here again, I see that you're not doing the things that you love. And there's a lot of oppression in your life. You're suppressing a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. Maybe you're trying to hide who you truly are. You're trying to fit in all the time. You're trying to be just like the group where you belong. And that's why you're not aligned. And most of us go through this. And we want to fit in so bad because we live on earth and we live amongst human beings. But let me tell you this. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of awareness to realize that we don't have to follow everyone. We don't have to be like everyone. And once you get to that awareness, once you get to that realization, you can start carving your own way. You can start building your own path. And that's how you become aligned. I'm gonna pick another card. Let this card be a sort of guidance or advice on what you need to do to get out of this situation since you're not aligned. And again, don't get me wrong, doesn't mean that you're not aligned with your life, it's just what you're doing at the moment. Right, Chariot Reversed. So this is very clear. It's a very clear confirmation that you're, again, this environment that you're in is holding you back, and you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to move on. You have to. I keep saying this over and over. Sometimes it's leaving everything behind. Sometimes it's leaving your friends behind. Sometimes it's just not talking to your family as much. Sometimes it's ignoring the opinions of other people. Sometimes it's ignoring the opinion of your coworkers, of your peers, of your friends, and doing the things that you love and moving on with those things. And once you do that, we have this beautiful card here, the King of Pentacles. Once you do that, then you can ride your own boat and sail the seas that you want and explore the waters that you want to explore. But let me assure you that as long as you're going to be in this environment, as long as you're going to be around these people, you're not going to be aligned. If you want to be aligned, you have to move on. And take this word move on as how it resonates with you. If it's changing a job, change a job. If it's experimenting with something that you've been wanting to do for the longest time, this is the time to do it. This video is a sign that you need to do that thing. So you need to start riding your waters. You need to just go with that wave that's your wave, that's gonna take you where you're supposed to be. So enough of being stuck. It's time to move on. And one last card for the people who picked this pile. One last card. Let's see what we got here. So this is the Knight of Wands reversed. This here is a message for you that's telling me, I hear here, that you are a powerful person. You have a lot of abilities, you have gifts. You can, if you want to read tarot, you can read tarot. You can be a psychic, you can be a medium. You have so much fiery power inside of you. So the people who are watching this, I think they're the gifted ones. They're the people who can do supernatural things. You can become a witch, you can become an occultist, you can become an alchemist, whatever that resonates with you. So I'm here through this reading to tell you that you are amazing, that you are powerful, but you will never step into that power unless you move on and leave these things behind that I just mentioned in this reading. Once you leave them behind, then you can activate who you really are and become your highest potential. So listen to your guidance, to your inner guidance. Listen to your higher self, to your spirit guides, to your guardian demons, guardian angels, whatever you have, whatever you believe you have. Stay put and always watch for guidance, watch for the omens, watch for the signs that are sent from the universe, and leave all of the nasty baggage that's holding you back, all the filth. You have to leave it behind. It's the only way to move on and get aligned. So I hope this helps, and I'm going to move on to pile 2, see what the message is there. So for pile 2, people who picked this pile, let's see what the message is. Are you aligned with your path? The answer is, wow, So the people who pick this pile, the answer is yes, you are aligned. Queen of Pentacles. It's another confirmation here. Two of Pentacles. So Pentacles, Pentacles. Here again, and Six of Cups. So this is a confirmation for me that these cards are telling me that not only you're aligned, but you already got a hold of your craft. You know what you want to do, you know what you're supposed to do, and you're doing it, and you have started already to act upon it. I see that flame that's inside of you that we all have was already activated for you to do the things that you love to do. Because as I mentioned earlier, for the people who picked the first pile, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to sometimes step into our power. And here I see that flame that's triggered. Someone triggered that flame in you. Someone triggered that flame, and it allowed you to say, enough is enough. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna be aligned with my true authentic self. And that's what you're doing. So congratulations, this is awesome. Not only that's gonna, where the path that you chose, that you're doing right now, not only it's gonna make you align with who you are, but it's gonna give you new beginnings. We have here the Two of Pentacles. We have number 2, which represent new beginnings in numerology, and it's also Pentacles, which is, we're having abundance here, we're having financial abundance, money. So it's gonna lead you. It's gonna lead you to financial abundance. And whatever it is that you're choosing to do, it's gonna lead you to new beginnings and financial abundance. It doesn't mean just that you need to delve into the occult or become a witch, or we're talking about everything. If it's a profession that you desire to do, if you want to become a nurse, if you want to become an accountant, if you want to become an artist, whatever that it is that you desire to do is gonna get you the happiness, the abundance that you're looking for, and the love too as well. Because here, Six of Cups, I see love, I see passion, I see fieriness. So this is amazing. Whoever picked this pile, this is great. This is great. You're on the right path. All right. This is very interesting. Wow. This card jumped, and I kid you not, as I was gonna shuffle this deck just now, I did this, and this was at the bottom, like this. And I had a little glimpse of it, and I just started shuffling, and when I was shuffling, it jumped and it fell on the floor. So this card wanted to show itself to you guys, and it was at the bottom earlier of the deck. And again, number 2, Two of Cups again. So we have a Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So again, this is a confirmation, new beginnings, a new start. A lot of beautiful things coming your way. It could be again, this new start will bring you new horizons, new people, new relationships. It could be even like love. It could be partnership, or it could be someone you're gonna meet that you're gonna work with, and you're gonna get to the things that you've been wanting to do or to achieve. So I see a start between 2 people here. So this is, and again, nothing can be started with one person. You need 2 people to start one thing, and that's why 2 is the representation of new beginnings, but you need another party to start something with. So this is a confirmation, new beginnings, and someone to start this journey with. Someone along your path is gonna show up in your path, and he or she is the person for you, and you guys are gonna have such an amazing time, such an amazing journey. This is amazing. And I'm gonna pick one last card just to confirm if there's anything else that you need to hear. So here, we have the Chariot Reversed, which showed up earlier in the other reading as well, reversed. So Chariot Reversed earlier showed up in the first pile and the second pile here again, the Chariot Reversed again. So, but the meaning for this card here is very different from the meaning earlier. Here, the Chariot Reversed is telling me that it's great, you're on the right path, you decided to embrace who you are and to find out who you are and to do the things that you want to do in order to become who you truly are. So you decided to do that. New beginnings, new start, everything seems amazing. But this card here is telling me that there's one missing ingredient that you need to be aware of, that you need to take care of. And that ingredient is that you have to do your homework. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that you have to do the necessary research. And it could be studying, it could be reading books, it could be exploring, for example, if it's the field of the occult, read and write and study the occult. Don't just sit there and think that, cool, you decided to be who you are and you're aligned with your path, but you need to do the homework. You need to do the research. You need to seek that sort of I would call it divinity. It's the unseen. It's the spiritual. You have to seek that, and you don't only seek it by sitting there meditating, thinking that you're just gonna know. It is true, sometimes it works like that because our intuition tells us a lot of things without having to research it, without having to read it. Our intuition and the universal wisdom is in us, is in each one of us. But to remember the universal wisdom, to remember it, we have to do the homework. We have to research, we have to read. Because sometimes the only way to remember is to hear a certain phrase or a certain sentence, or read a paragraph, or it could come in any form, that sort of research that you need to do. And by hearing or reading or watching or visualizing whatever that it is that you're supposed to do, once you start doing it, you hear it or you read it, it resonates, and that triggers the memory to come back, and then you remember who you are. So sometimes to know who we are comes with a lot of work. And that's what I mean by every time I say in my videos you have to do your homework. That's what I mean. Because it's awesome to delve into this path or journey of finding who we are, to knowing thyself. This is amazing. But if we don't do the homework, if you say, sure, I'm gonna start doing this path, and then still every day you do the same thing, you go to the same place, you go to the same job, you talk to the same people, and you come back home tired, and then you just eat and sleep and rinse and repeat. If you keep doing that over and over, you're not gonna know who you are. Even if you took the first step to becoming who you are, which is great. The first step is necessary. Everything starts with number one. So that first step, you took it. But if you're not gonna follow through and do the homework and do the research, then you're not gonna get there. That's how you remember. If you're interested in becoming an accountant and you don't study about finances and accounting, you're not gonna become an accountant. If you're interested in becoming an engineer or a nurse or a doctor or an artist, and you don't practice drawing, you don't draw much, you're just saying, I'm an artist, that's who I am, I decided to become an artist, that's it, I'm an artist. Sure, that's amazing. And then you don't practice, and then you don't draw every day, and then you don't read about amazing artists, and you don't get inspired from history, from ancient artists or artists that existed a long time ago, and you don't do your homework, and then you don't practice, you don't read, you don't draw every single day. If you don't do it, you'll never be an artist. If you sit there and say, I'm an artist, that's who I am, cool, then show me. How are you an artist? And that's what most people get caught up into believing. They state that there's something, but they never show that they can do it. So remember, this is amazing. I love what you guys are doing here, but you have to do the homework in order to become who you truly are, and in order to remember who you truly are. One last card to finish the video. So here, this is fascinating. This is a Chariot. Here we have number 7 reversed, and this is again 7 of Wands reversed. This card here is such like a confirmation for what I just said, because when I see this, I look at accessing the universal wisdom, accessing Akasha, the Akashic records, accessing the alchemical knowledge that was shared by the mystery schools, accessing all of the knowledge that you need to become who you are. This is what I see in this card, and 7 in numerology, believe it or not, that's what it means. 7 is the number of the seeker of truth, of wisdom. But it's reversed because you're not doing the homework yet, which is a confirmation to Chariot here, which is also 7. So the decision is yours. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.